professional wrestling has been on television for
how many years?
80 years? Since pretty much the beginning of television, right?
Mm-hmm.
A couple years ago, the WWE sold for $5.9 billion with a B. $1 billion.
I saw that.
Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you think it's crap, whether you don't think it's crap, it is a cash printing business that's based off of one principle.
Storyline of the fighters.
Story.
It's not the fight. It's just the story behind the fight. Yeah, it's true.
And that's what I mean. So it's hard to answer that question because sometimes it is just jokes between friends. Sometimes it's stories of things that you've done. Sometimes you're learning stuff. When I started my show, I started it for two reasons. One, back when I started it, I was in 4 or 5 bands at the same time. There's a slang term in musicians called song soup, meaning you have so many songs in your head, you just get lost. At that point, I had song restaurant chain. I didn't have soup. I had a whole lane. There was just a shit ton of restaurants in my head. So I didn't listen to music at all. I just stopped. I was gigging 4 or 5 nights a week. So I couldn't listen to music anymore. I just didn't want to hear it. So I started listening to podcasts and I found a bunch of great ones. And then I thought about it and I went, I think I want to start a show because I want to talk about people that are down here, but talent-wise, they're up here. This is going to be kind of arrogant. I'm sorry. People like me. On the grand scheme of the world, I'm down here. Talent-wise, I'm not in the top, but I'm pretty high up there.
Yeah.
I've dedicated my life to my instrument. I know what I'm doing. And I just thought it would be a great way for just general conversations full of stories that parallel the famous people or the known guys or the superstars or the rock stars, whatever label you want to give. That's why I started it. Well, and it worked.
I can tell you, I did not listen to it to be nice to you. I started listening. No, I'm being honest with you. And you know, I'm being honest with you.
I do.
I started it because I can tell you, hey, I listen to everything. And you will know that I did not listen to it.
He is not wrong.
You're right. So I started it. And the moment it started, it got me hooked. And I started backwards because I started on your last episode. And then I went, I said, no. Something happened here that I'm missing. Because you started talking. I was like, something's missing. And I went back and started from the first one. And it's really not.
Which thank you again for that.
No